Soon may the Tendy Man come to send our rocket to the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go.
Wall Street surrounding the...
I guess ultimately what it comes down to is this. Is the SEC the best system to do this?
I think the American public kind of gets it, that the system is not fully working for them.
What it comes down to is this.
All right, so yeah, sorry for delay. Just walk my dog here. Say hi. Say hi. All right, so yeah, I'll start with some TA on GME AMC. So we had a nice day today. This thing started to kind of have a pullback, but I'm just gonna show you where we at exactly. I mean, not exactly, but I'm just tracking where this thing could be. Of course, not financial advice. So let's have a look, because I did notice that they're kind of changing some algo here. So I'll just show you a couple scenario here for the next 2 days, what could be play out here. So I'll show you in a bit. 1 second. So I'm gonna just maximize the screen. So the first scenario that I was actually looking at was this one, which was this fractals, which let me just kind of do this in a full screen, just one single image. So this was from the February, like, you know, for those of you who've been following my Twitter X, might have already watched several of the videos that I already posted here. But yeah, so this was the exact kind of patterns and fractal that I noticed, that they made it here in February 11th to maybe Feb 12, 13. And then they somehow create this sort of so after they tank it down, right? So they kind of sort of making another kind of double bottom setup, and then slowly incline, and then, you know, rolling here, I think tweet here maybe, and then this thing shot up here and then pull back. I was expecting something similar, but then we might have another scenario where, like, we could see another repeat of May 13th. But this could be a smaller one, not like super big one. So if I just turn this on here, so this is the mid-Feb fractals. So I'm just gonna delete some of the boxes here. It's just too confusing. So, you know, we saw there's a bottom out here. So this was what happened here. Bring the price down. Kind of bottom out here, right? And then after it bottom out in Feb, they did the same thing similar. Whereas, like, they go up and down, they go up down twice, which it made okay, I'm gonna actually turn this yellow fractals down a little bit so you can see this one for now. So let me just yeah, zoom in. So as you can see, based on this fractals, we saw this algo kind of sped up, had a pullback, right? And then we had this nice pop in the morning after market close or something. I think somebody mentioned that because the Ryan Cohen he dropped like a 13 I think he dropped the 13D here or something. I have no idea what that actually meant to bring the price up for this, you know, for that gap up squeeze or something like that for a short term. But we had this kind of filing drop, and then this is very interesting as somebody who follow BBBY as well, because RC hasn't announced his stake for about 2 years, and then based on my knowledge and then research I've done from BBBY side, you can't really let's say, like, if you own a public company, right, and then if you're CEO or insider, like an executive, you cannot buy shares due to the antitrust law in US, right? So if there's any acquisitions or mergers or any corporate actions that you are involved in, you cannot buy any shares, right? So that's kind of the kind of the research I've done, and then I do believe that as he announced his stake in GME, that's very significant, because that means those maybe merger, maybe acquisition, any corporate actions with GME may be possible, BBBY may be possible in other companies. it might be done, right? So he could buy shares or something like that. So it's quite big, right? So, and then in terms of the timing too, it's very interesting how these things, you know, drop as GME start to pop and AMC has to move, right? So I do think definitely something's gonna, you know, happen here after market close, but we'll see, right? So based on the fractals from February, that's kind of what I see here, right? We had this nice pop last Friday, you know, pullback. This thing pops, something to, you know, go, you know, up and down. But this is another scenario that I'm looking at, right? This is the first scenario, and I've been looking at this for, you know, last couple weeks, but this is another one. So I'm gonna show you. I was actually looking at fractals from AMC as a May run, right? Because I saw a very interesting thing where like this type of a setup here, right? I've seen, okay, so I mean they've been tanking down so much, so I don't know which one is which, right? It's hard to track, right? But AMC is definitely ready to go, because when you look, when you zoom out, and then draw a line from all-time high from last May. So last May is here. So this is actually one more. So let me just one more. Let me see. Yeah, hold on. I think I have to do a week. Maybe I have to change the setting. Okay, there you go. So if you see, yeah, there you go. So I'll do a 4 hour here. So this is the top in May 13, right? 14. If you draw a line from here to share offering top, also earning top, if you draw all the way line and then recent top all the way down here, this creates perfect triangle formation, right? Which means that AMC also has to show a direction, right? So I think something has to move here, you know. If something happened with GME, maybe AMC will, you know, do something, right? So so, you know, and I don't know, like, I don't know if something big happened and then this will fill a gap, but there's a gap here. So I'm still trying to figure out where we are exactly. There's also a gap here, but I don't know if we're gonna fill the other gap. Where's the other gap? Yeah, this one. There's a $17 to $19 gap, so I don't think we're gonna fill that gap, but let's see if AMC will move significantly and then this thing start to reach this level, but we'll see. I just kind of, you know, just draw a line there somehow. So let's have a look at more details, what's going on with AMC, because AMC is definitely looking really weird. Yeah, I think they're repeating the same patterns here. So what I noticed last Friday, so let me bring my post here from last Friday. Are you gonna still stream? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe. What time is it? Is it 3 o'clock, right? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, hold on 1 second, guys. So yeah, sorry, I forgot to read the chat. So yeah, I'm gonna, if I do live stream till market close, I mean, yeah, let's see if I can do it, but I think we still got time, so we'll see. Algo is ridiculous. Yeah, our AMC rejected 4 hours 21 EMA. Oh really? Okay, let's see. So let's have a look what I see here, and then yeah, definitely weird, right? I mean, it's really weird. So let me bring the post here. I mean, there's something, they're definitely suppressing AMC, right? Because you know, when you think about it in a way where like AMC is used as a collateral to short GME and other basket, if that makes sense, because they don't want to let this go right now, right? Maybe they're waiting for some sort of announcement, right? So I want to show you this one first before I share, you know, what I see here. So this was the morning, right? So 9 hours ago in the morning, 9:55 a.m. 5 a.m. Around 10 a.m. basically. So that was what I saw, right? It come down last Friday, it pushes up, had a pullback, and then come down a little bit, and then making some sort of a triangle formation, and then this thing suddenly pop, right? So I thought, okay, it looks like it's gonna move, but they push back down again, right? Which means that now from here, now here, right? So they make same patterns again. So they're like, okay, if that's what they want to play, it looks like that's what they want to play, which means instead of letting this go, they want to see another. They basically recycle this one. They repeat the same cycle. So this is no longer needed here. I'll just put it here just for sake of just looking at a bigger picture. But so what I notice, I think maybe I'm wrong, but I still see the bottoms are holding really nicely, and it has to show direction, right? It's very tight here, right? So this thing pushes up on Friday, and come down all this stuff, and then this thing pushes up right after it merged at the end of the triangle formation. The wedge pushes up. It's just doing same thing. So I have a feeling that they might repeat this thing, and then if that's what they want to do, then it might just launch like that. So something will drop maybe soon or something. I don't know. So it looks like they making same cycles over and over again. Like I thought maybe this one. Look at that. I thought it's like maybe that, right? Maybe go up, pushes up. But yeah, now it looks like they're repeating this one. So now, so let's go back and take a look at RSI here, and then MACD, where are we at? And hold on. So this is a May 13. So I took a look at RSI. So let me show you here. 1 second. So I'll just maximize the screen. So I took a look at this one. So this is 50 minutes. Let me just kind of look at this one as a 50 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay, whatever. So as I see this one, I see this. There's a M shape. There was an M shape here as well. So if they actually ended up somehow repeating cycle maybe some way, I don't know. Maybe they use this one as here, and you do this here or something. I have no idea actually. I mean this AMC is definitely is very hard to track. But I see patterns of something like that before this thing shot up, right? So I don't know. We might be here, right? Let's check MACD here. So let's have a look at what happened MACD. So MACD, as you can see, it has a very clear signs of this is a middle line, by the way. So this thing broke up above the middle line and pushes down. And then when you look at this one, maybe they run this algo really fast or something. And then they pushes up, pull back down, which is here. So they're still maybe they're hovering around this area. And then something happened maybe after market close, and then these things just shoot up or something, And they left the gap here at $3, like somewhere close to $3. So there's a gap, and there's another gap, 380. There's a gap at 4, right? So and there's a gap at $12, right? So all these gaps are left, maybe to be filled, right? And yeah, something could happen and move the stock, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. GME might start to move here too. Let's have a look at AMC. What's going on? Yeah, AMC start to popping, right? So yeah, something might happen maybe in after hours. So let's see. That's a 15 minutes, and then let's take a look at 30 minutes. So this is 30 minutes. This is MACD. Yeah, so I mean, I do see very significant go up and down twice. I'm really curious. That's kind of what I'm looking at here, right? So maybe they wanted to let it go, but maybe they want to delay it, right? So they just kind of did it twice. And then when I look at the this where this RSI level is sitting at, it's around 50 level, right? 50, around 53. When you look at this one, this is about when this thing pops up to this level, that's 60 level. So this is 50 level, right? So maybe they're running this one here right now before this thing shot up, right? Even MACD, this is 30 minutes, 1 hour, and even MACD showing that yeah, it's somewhere very close. So yeah, I think we are really getting close to that squeeze, So yeah, I think something might happen in after hours, right? So let's see. Let's go back to GME. So GME is also, like as I said, there's a two scenario. The first scenario is that. The second scenario is this one, same May 13. So I brought this fractals here. Let me do 15 minutes. Yeah. So when I look at GME here, so on the right side is the May 13 right side. It's definitely very weird. So this is, let's do 30 minutes here or something, or maybe 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, I think somehow they changed the maybe fractals or something, So this is the May 13, May 9th, May 10, May 13, May 10, heading into May 13, right? This is May 13 actually. And then when you look at RSI, it has a very similarity where like it goes up, goes down, and then pop back up, and then this thing starts to shooting up, right? So I'm looking at the RSI compared to this one, what happened here. So it definitely start to push this up, right? The GME, there's a pullback today, so let me draw a line here, and then it holds very strong the bottom, right? So this was last Friday, right? Finish off a little bit pullback. Monday we had a gap down, and then we fill that gap, go up and down, making a wedge, shot up on in the morning, 9:45 5 a.m., 10 a.m. had a pullback, right? So we saw that, right? So if we happen to see a same fractals as this one, right, then this thing has to continue. But instead of the moving up, this thing had a pullback, which I thought maybe we might be here, right? So if I brought the same fractals here, let me show you something. So let me just copy this this pattern here. So from here to maybe here, and then bring it here, and then see if it match. So where's May 13? So May 13, I brought the fractals here, and then just to kind of see what happened exactly, right? So I'm gonna just tone it back down, and then bring this fractals here just to see what happened. So I'm gonna do just a pattern here. So in May, that's what they created, right? So they go up, had a pullback, but there was some sort of a spike that pushes up fast and had a nice, like a sharp pullback, right? And after that, this thing had a slightly pullback and then start to shooting up, right? So I'm wondering if that's what they're creating here, right? You see that pattern here? Yeah, so I'm just wondering, it's kind of if they're making same May 3rd, like a repeat of May 13, but it's a little bit of more stretched out version, because of the speed at the time was fast, right? Because of the Roaring Kitty, and I think he was tweeting every day, and I did realize that when you think about it, when he was tweeting every day, that actually sped up the algo, right? So I think maybe it was very intentional that he was like continue to post his tweets and videos and memes and stuff like that, because he know maybe it's somehow connected with the algo, right? GME algo. And then it was just continue running, like, pop, right? So anyway, so now the algo is kind of slow. So I don't know, we'll see. Like, is it I don't know how much it's down, but yeah, if this is the fractal that we are tracking, we might have one more pullback or something, maybe. And then by market close, we had a what is it? This is market. So maybe something happened after market close, right? So maybe Monday 8 p.m., right? Like the after hours. So, you know, maybe filing drops, maybe Arcade, you know, tweets or something, or maybe his YOLO tweets or something, you know. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, that's kind of what I see here. So if that's the case, maybe because I saw also he's back on Reddit, like he reactivated his Reddit account or something. So if that's the case, then he might maybe post a YOLO, you know, right, on Reddit or something, and then this thing, you know, just start to push things up, right? So I don't know if there's any catalyst, but that's kind of what I see. So if something happened, maybe starting from Tuesday, 4 a.m., maybe create a giant gap, right? So let's say I'm just this is like a scenario I'm just looking at. So I don't know if this will happen, but I'm just looking at this way. So let's say, you know, maybe they open a gap here and then shoots up and then run by 9:30 or 10 a.m. sell off, right? People sell off. But that's the cycle, right? I mean, this is a fractal they, you know, it did before, because when you look at what happened on May 13, it has a similar pattern where when this thing shot up here, up to this level, and there's a sharp pullback, this happened not 10 a.m., which is exactly what happened today, right? So this thing shoots up to like in the morning pre-market, create a gap, right? Shoots up, pull back when the market opens, right? So I'm expecting maybe possibly similar move here, and then after that, this thing pushes up, right? And then start to dropping. And I forgot when offering happened, but I think either this or this one, right? There's a share offering. So if we end up going something similar like that, we might do similar thing where like this thing kind of do it maybe after hours, you know, maybe market close, you know, either market close or 9 p.m., right? You know, something happened here post from our, you know, Rowan Kitty, and then push this up. But these days, Rowan Kitty tweet doesn't have much impact, right? So maybe it could be a YOLO tweet, right? Maybe he bought GME or something, and then, you know, push the stock up, you know, sell off at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. Continue to push this up to Tuesday, Wednesday, and then maybe the this will be the final maybe top, which is maybe hitting the possible May and June high. So last time the June high was the how much was it, like 60 or something? Yeah, 70. So May high was 70, and June high was 60. So we might retest this area, right? And then maybe come down. So that's the one scenario I'm looking at here. So we'll see how that plays out. I think GME is trying to push this up. AMC barely moving, so I think AMC is somehow waiting for some sort of announcement from GME. Okay, typically AMC move when GME moves, right? So that's kind of what I see here. I'd like to know what Kitty is thinking about the market in general. Well, I mean, he already knows what I guess what, you know, he already expected, right? Because his tweet has some sort of a market crash or something, right? He has an emoji, or there's a crash emoji, right? So I think he was expecting that, you know. I mean, he worked as a institution guy, right? He was like a fund manager or something. I don't know, but yeah. So I think he knows a lot of stuff, maybe behind the scene. And in my opinion, I think he may be connected with I don't know, RC or whole GameStop saga or something. Like, maybe he know what's going on or something. I don't know. I don't know. I look at it as a team, like when there's a liquidity and when there's a fractals has to be made, maybe he comes in and make those kind of stuff. I mean, it could be taken as a conspiracy, but that's kind of how I see it. So I don't know. So we'll see, man. Let's have a look at this one. So right now, it doesn't look like it's going down, but yeah, it's very slow. So I don't know. So we'll see if they're gonna, push this down and go sideways and then push this up tomorrow, or this thing just go up. So I don't know. Yeah, it looks like they're making a decision right now. It still doesn't look like it's gonna break out yet. So we'll see if this is gonna have a pullback by 4 p.m. Market close, go sideways, gap up, and push this thing up, right? Let's have a look at AMC. AMC is always very tricky. Let's see this one. So the fact that, let's say, AMC is somehow repeating the same May 13 twice here, maybe due to the just waiting for some announcement from GME. That's typically that's what AMC is kind of moving, right? When GME moves, AMC moves. So it's very interesting, the fact that they actually repeat this thing twice. It looks so dumb to me. I mean, but I mean that's kind of how I see it. So yeah, it's somehow pointing at 4 p.m. Monday 4 p.m. So maybe they're waiting for an announcement, or maybe like I said, maybe they go sideways, right? They finish around here, they go sideways, waiting for the drop, and then after Monday market close, like actual like market close, like 8 p.m. Eastern time, things drop, and then this thing start to create a gap up and start to squeeze too, right? So that's kind of how I see it now. So we'll see. I think that's kind of my my take on that. Yeah, AMC barely moves right now. Yeah, nothing much going on. Same as GME. I think GME is still making a decision, because they're I don't know if that's how I see it. Maybe they want to maybe push down a little bit and then maybe push this up. We'll see. If they decide to just fly, maybe they can go. But maybe they're still making a decision right now. So so yeah, that's kind of pretty much it, guys. So I guess I don't know. I don't know if I maybe wait till 4 p.m. But there's really nothing much that I have it here for now. 420 is a big date. 420. Watch 420. A big date coming up. What do you think of that? Watch 420. I don't know what 420 is. I know there's like a OPEX week coming up on 17, April 17, because 18 is Friday. That's is the Easter day, so it's holiday, so market is closed. 420 is what? Meme number. Oh, okay. Oh yes, okay, meme number. That's interesting. Yes. So when I look at that timeline, I thought I look at that as a month, right? So maybe 1 minute and 9 seconds is like here, maybe. So when you look at this one, I think that was Friday. No, where was it? This is the Thursday is missing, so that means that was holiday, right? But anyway, that was almost the top of the almost the peak of the January, right? So maybe that's what he meant. And 420, it's just kind of maybe somewhere here. Maybe 420 is here in my chart. So I don't know. Maybe things happened before 420. So anyway, so this thing blow up, let's say, and then it will make a maybe gap here, right? Maybe they'll leave some gap before they tank it down. So I think and then I was actually comparing to the 2020 cycle patterns, because I was checking both. And then I did find out that they might reusing 2020 cycle here. So since the March, there was a sharp drop. Same thing happened in 2020 cycle. And then this thing pushes up with Roaring Kitty hype, come back, go up and down, pushes back, goes sideways, which looks like exactly the same thing. And then let me adjust this one. And then this thing starts to shooting up. And then I mean this part is a little different, but anyway, so it comes here, start to push it down, which look exactly the same. And then we had a one the earning, which pushes up and then pull back, right? That also matches, and now we are going for the second maybe wave, right? And then there's also pullback. The important thing is, I think, if this fractals is somewhat that's what they're creating, it's not 100% perfect, but it looks like kind of similar. So if that's what they're creating, then there might be another dilution, like share offering or private share offering or something, I don't know, and then create a wave. But this time the bottom is not going to be like maybe here or way below than before. We have to what we have to recognize is the making a higher low here from here. So the bottom was here before, now the bottom is increasing, maybe $25.40, and next time maybe go up. So I think they're making a wedge later, and then by the time when this thing ends in early June or mid-June, maybe around earning, that's when the next earning is, this thing shoots up and then start to creating a huge huge cycle, like basically like bull cycle, and then heading into a squeeze next time. So I think it might take time, of course, but yeah, I think something's gonna happen, near earning. I don't know what the catalyst will be, but it could be acquisition, it could be I don't know, it could be something, like it could be like investment in some of the stocks, maybe Lego, ABC. He mentioned that maybe GameStop has a investing in Lego, and then maybe they own like 5 to 10% or significant amount, and then they're gonna announce it with the earning, right? And then that will drive the price, right? Because they got more revenues, right? More cash on hands. So yeah, I don't know, like something could happen, push the stock up, and then and there's gonna be volatility, or maybe they drop another like offering or acquisitions or something, some news, have a pullback. But what we have to recognize from here is that now the bottoms will have a hold very strong until this thing making a wedge from here, and then this thing starts to shooting up for the final I think the squeeze. And then I think that will be by end of the year, or maybe possibly next year. So it's gonna take a while, but we'll see, right? RK come back. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. But it's just I don't look at that as a, when I look at the date, I don't look at them as a that's when we're gonna see a news or announcement, because that never happened before. It was always been just sort of a speculation date, right? Like maybe around that time something could happen, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there was a one time that RC announced what was it? He dropped the split, right? The 144 split that announced on July 14. So that's cool, but I don't know. We'll see. Something could happen then, maybe, or maybe not. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So this thing start to have a maybe tiny pullback, right? So we still got 30 minutes. So I think if we have a pullback, to fill this gap, I think they set up a gap here already. So it looks like it might come down, right? Let's see. they have a gap open up at $23, so I think they're gonna push this thing, maybe, maybe pull back down to fill this gap and then set it up that way. So yeah, that will be perfect. And then they set it up, like this, and then pushes up with some, I don't know, some YOLO tweet announcement, whatever. Even AMC, it's just still the same thing. AMC is not going to do anything right now because AMC is almost the end. Like they're just the tipping point. So they're just kind of waiting for the announcement from maybe GameStop or maybe Rowan Kitty or something, right? Because that's what happened. Something happened from GME side and AMC moved after that. So I think AMC is pretty much kind of pinned here. So I don't think AMC is gonna do until market close. So AMC is kind of set it up that way. It's just now GME. So GME, I think if I see a pullback from here to fill this gap, then I think it might be ready to go. But maybe they're still waiting. I don't know. Maybe it will happen maybe by the market close or after hours or something, So, but anyway, that's kind of how I see it right now. So we'll see. Yeah. There will be another thumb waves. Yeah. I think there will be multiple, but this will be my this might be a bigger one. I think there might be a one in the, because I was looking at the third one, but it looks like they're repeating a same 2020 cycle. So, and they did have a thumb waves here. So I don't know if they're gonna have a third one here. So the big one that we are coming is right now, the one that is here. So after that, I think there's a big one in earning. So near earning, I think that's the big thumb waves. And then there's gonna be a multiple thumb waves, and I don't know, like there's gonna be so much. So it's gonna be hard to track all these thumb waves here if I count all this. But yeah, I think there's gonna be a huge volatility moves up and down until the final short squeeze. But it's going to be a very wild ride. Maybe some acquisition news drop here and there. Merger maybe, I don't know. But I don't know. People said GameStop doesn't have to announce merger, and then they might be just kind of acquiring company through like holding company. I think they have a holding company like GSC or something, GSC Co or something, like from the old filing I saw 2005 or 2008. So yeah, I don't know what their strategy is right now. I mean, I'm not insider, so I can't really tell, but just based on what I saw there with the speculation, yeah, maybe they might do something. Yeah, GameStop doesn't like to move down, so I still don't know if they're gonna run right now. It looks like they wanna run. Yeah, I don't know yet. Maybe they're here, like they're repeating same, like from here to here again. Who knows, right? I don't know yet. So we have to see. If this thing really start to break, we have to break this level that was previous high, $24.74. So if I don't see it breaking up that much, and I don't see it breaking now because I don't see any filings or any catalyst yet, they might just repeat this one and then have a pullback by end of the market, by market close. So that's kind of my speculation, but I might be wrong, but that's what I see, right? From AMC too, like they repeat the same, they just repeat the same thing, right? From here, just so dumb, but maybe they're waiting for something, right? So DJT waking up. I think Siri is also moving. Oh, okay. So it might be here. Yeah, DJT was kind of tough one. Yeah, so I think they're running a bigger cycle definitely here. So what I get here is this one, right? What I got from here to here is this one. So instead of gapping up, they just kind of run. Election, when the election month happen, they have a pullback, go up and down, and then have pullback here, right? And they pull back way down here. Now they might just go, go up and down and start to pushing this up by maybe by OPEX, by May OPEX or something. It looks like it's been kind of dragged out because of the whole like the market, turbulence and then the tariff and all that crazy stuff. But when markets start to settle, maybe this thing start to move up and pull back by July. But even this pullback, like we don't know how long they will take, right? With a bigger picture, yeah, maybe they could see. But the problem is they could delay this thing until whenever they want, right? They could stretch this out, right? So let's say they move it up there, but let's say instead of that, maybe they could like pull this on, like pull this back like way longer, and that's kind of tough decision to make. Like I don't know how long they're gonna take. So yeah, I'll probably wait until some of the fractals that patterns been made, and then maybe I go in again. Because right now, like yeah, this one is hard to track because of the speed of algo. AMC start to breaking up. 1 second. They're all lagging behind GME then AMC. Yeah, definitely they're waiting for something, I think. What time is it? 37 minutes. Okay. Where's GME? Oh, this is AMC. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I don't know if they want to break this one because maybe the cycle's here. There's a 1, 2. Maybe they don't want to push this one down, and maybe they just run it like that. Yeah, they're making weird patterns right now, to be honest. So okay, so that means they did this one. They did this one here. Okay, so so that means the size is gonna be smaller. 1 second, I noticed something slightly different because this pattern happened before. Okay, so I'm gonna look at that as a maybe 20 minutes, and then let me bring only the patterns I see here. I'm gonna just darken this one up. So where's the pattern here? Okay, so 1, 2. So I think we might be doing this one. So I'm not gonna copy this one since we already confirmed this one today in the morning. I'll just bring the fractals from here because I don't want to, because there's sometimes it just, if I bring whole thing, then I cannot really match. I can't really predict like when will be the bottom and stuff. Like I have to look at I have to look at partially too. So I'm gonna turn this one to yellow, bring this one up here. Oh, okay. So let me turn this one to blue. So now we already confirmed this one, so we can skip that one. So this one, they didn't pull this back that much. It looks like they want to run, so which means that maybe they want to make this one like maybe like that or something. Or maybe do they want to take it down now? Yeah, I don't know yet. So they're like trying to get ready or something. I don't know. It looks like they're trying to get ready. Right? So something's gonna happen here. Create a gap up, like what happened, before in May 13. And then based on that, there's a gap here at 32. So this gap will be filled for sure. The question is how much this will go further. It looks like maybe hitting 50 or something, which means that's not gonna retest this the last May and June, but it might be retest May 31st here. Coco, you wanna come? All right. Yeah, still, I think they're still making a decision right now. Like there's another, they're pulling back. So yeah, I think the decision time will be most likely after market close, right? So yeah, man, that's pretty much it, guys. So yeah, I'll probably just finish off here, and then if I see something, or if I see another event, or RC tweets or Ryan Quinn or some, the Rowan Kitty tweets or something, if there's any filings drop, I'll probably jump on another live stream, maybe tonight, maybe after maybe 7 or 8 p.m. or something, So yeah, that's it, guys. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and then yeah, hopefully something dropped today, and then we'll see tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, not tomorrow, but yeah, if there's anything happen, I'll do an update. So yeah, it's been a while doing a live stream on YouTube. So yeah, thanks everyone to tuning in. I'll probably do a live stream on X, and then maybe I'll upload a video here or something too. But yeah, if any major thing happen, maybe I'll live here or maybe notify you guys on X. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So yeah, have a good day and see you later.